Welcome everybody to Dueling Sourcers. My name is Stacey Broadwell. I'll be your host, and today we are joined by PJ LeDorze. Welcome, PJ. And Bryan Hearn. Welcome, Bryan.
Hey, how is everyone?
Dueling Sourcers is a show that shows that there is more than one way to source for talent. We have over a year of shows, over 50 shows. You can go to TechRecruit.io if you want to see any of our previous recordings, or join our members hub where you can view all of our previous conferences and the upcoming events. 100% these type of shows I have to watch again and again, right? Because it's so much information. You're like, wow, that's amazing. And then I will watch them again and I'll have like a list of like 500 recruiters just by like sourcing with you guys. So this has been really cool. Okay, we still got more time.
So to jump into actually doing some sourcing here, outside of the tools, wanted to kind of show a couple things off. So I have so the search that I'm working on here is this. So I have a product data analyst role that I'm looking for in Chicago. So what I'm gonna do is, first and foremost, I'm working in Chicago, and I wanna look for the top software companies that are in Chicago that I should know. Well, now I have this built-in list, but this list is like, I don't feel like copying and pasting all this. So I can use Data Miner. I don't know how many people use Data Miner. I started using it about a year ago, and it is a lifesaver. You can normally get the data to a point where then you get a spreadsheet that you can clean up a lot quicker than copying and pasting stuff. So
hey, Bryan, I was just going to say, maybe after this one, maybe you and I it'd be good for us to create a sheet for everybody of all the tools we kind of demoed and just give people, so then, yeah, that might be something we can also share.
Yeah, for sure. So here's the way that Data Miner works. So if you haven't used it, you go up to there's a little plugin for Chrome. You go in here and you click the little pencil icon to create a new recipe. And then you go to type. Most of the ones you're going to create are going to be a list search page. You can pull data off of like profile pages and then go through. I haven't done that as much as I use for this. So then after I create the type of list that I want, I go to rows. It has an easy row finder. If the easy row finder doesn't work and it's not pulling the data you want, then you have to kind of play around with the advanced settings. That's a little bit more difficult, so I'm not going to show that right now, but I'm just going to show the easy row finder. So what it does is it says, okay, go to the page that you want and click on the first thing that you want. So I want this Mancino. I've already tested this, so I know if I just click on Mancino, there's 55 people in this list, and it will pull back my data, and it'll show me it pulled 55 columns. I just scroll through it. There's all the names of the companies that I want. I could then do scrape and download. I can hit download. I can download it as a CVS Excel file, or just copy it to my clipboard. If I copy it to my clipboard, I can go to my Boolean sheet that I have, go to companies. I can create one of my columns, create it as top 55 companies, software companies in Chicago. Then go here, paste it, get rid of that column 1. And now I have the top 55 software companies in Chicago. So then I could just copy this list, go to my Boolean string builder tab, drop it into here. And then 2 things. One, I can, if I wanted to save this, like PJ saves his, there's a save Boolean tab here. What you would just do is you would just type top 55 companies. And then under string, what you need to do is you need to hit paste special and values only when you're pasting in here, because it won't paste right if you don't. It then pastes your string, so then I can come in here anytime and just copy that string if I want, or I can rebuild it if I'd like as well. But when you're going to copy the string, you see where it says the LinkedIn string here, I would copy that. I go to my LinkedIn thing here. Companies is one of the tabs that you can use is one of the filters that allows you to use Boolean.
Boolean, yeah.
I can just drop.
There's probably a list out there of all the different things. I'm surprised we're not at the point where LinkedIn offers Boolean across the board.
So now what this has done is this has created, here's the companies that I'm looking for in Chicago that are product or data analysts. And then I'm going to go back to my Boolean string builder. I'm going to I've already created this. I've instead of showing it again, I've already saved one. I'm going to do HBCUs. So I'm just going to come here to HBCUs, copy that one, and then I can go under my keywords, drop that into keywords, and hit enter. And now this will show me everyone that works at those 55 companies that went to an HBCU that is a data analyst or product analyst currently. And now I have 18 people in this result. And then I would go ahead and start looking through the people.
You can see this is the part where your whatever contacts you're creating for a school, if the school has a similar name, meaning another like Middle Tennessee State versus Tennessee State, this is the part where your keywords are going to expand and offer all those schools. So it's not going to be precise, but it's only 18 candidates to go through. So.
Exactly. I created some earlier this morning just to start with those saved searches. So I can just do Latin last names, pull that up. And that also is going to include, so this is one I did again with the same 55, did that with product and data analyst currently, and now I have 90. So these are all people now that I've say I can come back and go through all these individuals and start adding them to the talent pipeline.
Hey, Bryan, you want to just click on data analyst real quick, just to show people what those dots mean? There's two different ways you can do title search, but if you click on that, you're going to see that if it shows those kind of bullet points on the left, it's going to include a variety of jobs. And if you do like software engineering, for instance, you can have associate to principal, which is great if you're looking for a broader search. If you're looking for a senior software engineer, you're going to want to do a specific title, senior software engineer, if that makes sense. But the dots are great, but just think it's going to be a much broader set of titles to choose from.